Good morning. Inside today's edition of the program Good Morning Saloon, the Director General for the National Petroleum Regulatory Authority, Brahma Balua Komase, then will take action against any oil marketing company we add pass mark price per fuel after we government don't move the ceiling from 27 leon 4 cents to 28 leon 5 cents. The Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Timothy Kabase, the 100 million Chinese yen where the Chinese government they give to Saloon will help boost the country economy. And today inside the program, Radio Democracy go look how far Statistics Saloon don't go with the 2026 census preparation and waiting at the concern them where the opposition APC party get with the process.
With this and plenty other story than different inside the program this morning, members say the LCV live on www.radiodemocracy.sl. Members in the Rock Metal Group, the sponsor Radio Democracy, for bringing the program Good Morning Salon come to you, and this program is powered by FSL. It is LCV live from Radio Partner them, Radio Shallow 89.5 Nakoina Duga and Falabadi Street. Same also on Radio Maleng 88.5, Radio 1G 11.3 na Pujon District, Radio Colente 90.0 na Cambia, Radio Mwa 105.5 na Kainlang, Vopa Radio na Watalu, Voice of Sandon Radio 95.7 na Konodi Street, Voice of Karina na Kamakuyo 98.0, Voice of Masaru Pujon District, Advocacy Radio Put Local District, Radio Katbami on 106.7 at Tonko Limba, and Earth FM on 95.9 at Moyamba District. The program now Good Morning Salon will come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You can be part of the program by you can send in a message on Radio Democracy Facebook page or drop in a message on the number 077 981 981. But first, Musa, how do you transport this morning?
I mean, we just read now one of the headline, the fuel price don't move. I mean, I know to Sabi math, but it's like now 1 leon they don't add, right? 1 leon they don't add to the fuel price. But the sad thing is that the Minister of Transport not they regulate transportation at the country and not they regulate transportation at the city. I mean, yesterday because they say fuel go up, I want to take keke from town to New Englandville. They don't add 3,000 per the price. Imagine 1 leon with they add per pump price. Keke they don't add 3,000, so they don't add 5,000. And the Saiwa they take bike from Wilberforce Junction to New Englandville. When I've been 10,000 now, then they say now 15, 20,000. So the country transport sector not regulated. It just people just they do things the way they do. And now one of the saddest thing them and what Salon one of the countries them we transport people we get in transport not in the fixed price for themselves as if we they live in the states we law no day, no authority, no regulations. We just read from Balua say they monitor oil marketing company for CC. Nobody not go above the price we they don't put. And do is debatable why the sudden hike in the fuel price we they not even communicate to the public or they not aware. But if they regulate and CC it happens. Meanwhile, the Minister of Transport from where this notice come up, we not see anything from them. Then just left the bikeman them, the keke riders, and the transport sector, the fixed price for themselves. And it's if government add 1 leon per fuel, then they add 10 leon per transport. We're not justifiable. I think the Minister of Transport therefore come out and do them work and ensure say them protect the people them. But government need to protect people where they take transport. Just that people will get transport, they fix price for themselves and they run out they want, they take halfway. A lot of things that happen way very, very challenging.
Like we so the bike man then college it for Gudong just yesterday they had 7,000. Now one of the people in
7 million they don't add.
From 5,000, the fuel force mean they 22, 23, 20 or 25. 5,000 the short distance. Now one of the area that and the people where they ride bike in that community they we not really expect people they do us a please.
It's not only them
from Carlton to Abadi Road 10,000, 15,000.
Not to the normal bike man. The only people we get regulated transport in this country na poda taxi or keke not in the fixed transport for themselves.
Keke the 10 self we then say 7,000 or 5,000 for go PZ. Then they tell you then 10,000.
So now it's 10,000 from New Englandville for go even cut in 3. It's very expensive.
So they call on government to want to look inside their issues there, because Salomon, we can say at times we not let we serve because people use opportunity for enrich themselves. But all the same, the program na Good Morning Salon where they come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Musa?
Yes, and the first issue they watch now outside the Miltimagai Technical University don't hold matriculation ceremony for over 2,000 school picking them. We just entered the university. We said the Vice Chancellor and Principal na this university, Professor Philip John Kano, say as part of the university plan for improved book learning, na the institution make they build more classroom and other facility them na campus now. Well, for more on this, we join Cherno Jalo.
I'm going to ask the matriculants to gently stand up and recite the university oath after me.
But 2,850 students them they take oath as they enter the Miltimagai Technical University for start them different program them, pan certificate, diploma and degree course them. After the students here so don't take this oath, the university administration they officially admit them into the university.
By the authority vested in me by the statutes of the university, I hereby formally admit you to the membership of the university with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining to the Miltimagai Technical University. Congratulations to all of you all.
After, when the students here so we don't take the oath and the university don't admit them into the system, the Vice Chancellor and Principal, Dr. Philip John Kano, been get this message for the students them.
We are only not gearing to teach you, but we are also pushing for the expansion of this institution so that every member who happens to come here will feel comfortable. As a university, we remain committed to expanding facilities. As you can see, the buildings that are going up, improving academic standards, strengthening industrial partnership, and ensuring that Miltimagai Technical University continues to stand tall among institutions of higher learning in this country and beyond. Dear students, new students, from today, you carry the name of Miltimagai Technical University. Wherever you go, wear it with pride, protect it with your conduct, honor it with your achievements. Let this be the beginning of a journey that shapes not only your career, but your character.
Away from the students them, the Vice Chancellor and Principal, Dr. Philip John Kano, also been assured Komora them say the university administration will play their own part for see the students here so be better citizens them than the country.
To the parents and guardians present here today, we thank you. You have entrusted us with your children, and we do not take this responsibility lightly. My staff, we pledge to provide a learning environment that nurtures their talents, builds their character, and prepares them for meaningful future. We will assure you to make sure that they will not live the way they came. They will live as better men and women when they must have passed through these great men and women.
The Vice Chancellor and Principal at the Miltimagai Technical University, Professor Philip John Kano, believes the university administration will be able to achieve all this with the support from staff and lecturer them. We making say the administration they count on their support for help the university groom their students here so for be better people in our society. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me Nachengo Jalo. They report.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue. They come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. As we mentioned inside the edition of the program, today we look at Statistics Salon, how far they don't go with the preparation for the 2026 census, and also we talk to opposition as to what's in their concern with regards to the census process. For Sekadat, I want to welcome to the program Leonard Balogun Kurma, Chairman APC 2026 Census Committee. Good morning and welcome to the program Good Morning Salon.
Good morning, Radio Democracy. Good morning, listeners. And thanks for having me.
And also, the program will get Samuel Ansumana, Director of Communication Statistics Salon. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning. Welcome to everybody with a listen. And I did tell me Uncle Jason say when I stage me because client been they say waka for committee so waka I've been shocked because the impression I get now we can't get an update, but all the same it's okay.
Say don't say issue, Uncle. So
the issue of the census or statistics now one way not new on Radio Democracy. Don't they give updates for the 2026 census? What are the latest?
Okay, a lot of things on the happen. The latest now that we don't commence the second phase of the cartographic mapping. We're ongoing across the country. As I've been saying, the last time I've been doing a progressive cartographic mapping we do we start in October 2025, and it'll run till April, May 2026, right? So we there on Dande all across the country. We don't start the phase 2 of them. The phase 1, of course, we've been roll them out, and it's been very, very successful. At the end of the day, we've been here for suicide. We reached now plenty places, plenty chiefdoms, and we actually cover. But the bottom line is that even at certain districts, they're not all chiefdom will go at the same time. I mean, we call them progressive. So in a certain district where not all chiefdom they would go. So for example, in Kono we not go now all the chiefdoms at the same time. We actually do them progressively, right? So we'll go na certain chiefdoms, do some chiefdoms, and then the second phase we'll go na some other chiefdoms, the third phase we'll go na some other chiefdoms. So actually we do them now like a phased kind of cartographic mapping where they go on. So quite apart from that, let's just throw light briefly on a few things we probably will not talk about it now. We will also get the pilot census, will be happening from the 2nd of December 2025 to the 14th of December, and then we'll be suicide for the very first time in the history of this country. We'll be get international observers who can observe the pilot census. We get people in from the UK Office of National Statistics. We will get people in from the the Economic Commission for Africa, UN Economic Commission for Africa, when are they responsible for census in Africa, plenty other international bodies, including the UNFPA, been sent from the headquarters just for can monitor. And then they said been very, very successful, we also been suicide will be launching census. We the Chief Minister David Moynihan Assenge, Dr. David Moynihan Assenge will launch the census. On the 1st of December, he been the acting instead of the president. Then this have be a very well attended function, including the APC, the Mindere, the other political parties as well, the Mindere. We invite media houses as well, all Mindere, cover them, and then they are just for show openness and the fact say with the kickstart the census officially now, then they be just signal the fact say all the processes and procedures for the conduct of the census actually they start there and then, so we also been get done in December of 2025. So a lot of things really done they happen along the line, and in all of this, all the activities they already do, we continue for underscore government support. As we speak, government really they support the process, and from the 10 way media and statistics, I not say the 10 way I not did it, we not ever see this kind of support where government they support the census process. And we appreciate the kind of support we did get on the right. All the procurement activities for undertake, all the procurement for do for the census. They also give fiscal cash as well, and they support the field data collection what we do when at the cartographic mapping, payment of staff then at the field, every other thing, So we want for commend government for the support within the support the census, and we want for say we continue for work with political parties, including the APC where they always raise concerns, but we always bring them come to the table. As recent as a week ago, we actually bring them come to a table again and actually explain to them. We made the advisory committee meeting. We clarify to them, and at the end of that meeting day, I see Mr. Balogun Koma be very happy. Be very, very happy. I don't know if that happiness still counts on at the studio, but I expect say if we be content now with what exactly we don't present to them now that particular meeting day, So a lot of things they happen, as we say, we still they roll on the census. A lot of things still need for be done till that time we'll actually they conduct the census. But the groundwork for the enumeration, the main enumeration where they happen from the 2nd of December to the 14th of December this year, now we work on, so when at the cartographic mapping, and we divide the country into small bits of enumeration areas.
All right. As we for updates before we can look at the main issue, one thing we now mean big challenges in the last midterm census we now conduct na money for this census. Una don't get the money we want and waiting at the total amount we want just for Rieko and listeners in here.
Okay, so the money we want for the census now like $37.5 million. That's the overall budget, right? So the money we would use for now for do the census and for undertake all the activities, we don't get them from government. As I say just before a few minutes ago, government don't commit in excess of $17 million for procurement of tablets, because for the first time we procure we own tablets. We know they depend on like we depend on Kenya the last time. We procure we own vehicles, motorcycles, satellite imagery, EAPAD, Starlink, internet, all the other procurement government don't underwrite them, all right, through the Ministry of Finance. Okay, fiscal cash they don't give we up to $3.8 million as far as I know, all right. We now money we would only use for make payments, to field staff, for undertake other activities and all of that, and then they continue for support. I always say, you know, it is never enough because we get so many things then for be done, you know, but currently the work we do for waiting and waiting we run the work, government they provide the finances. We get a huge chunk of money we left, call it somewhere around $10 million for the main enumeration in December, but we hope as we get the partners will come through, you know, other people then will come through. We already get a couple of partners who don't really come through.
They don't
you know,
really money.
Yes, doing a small amounts, you know, like Embassy of Ireland, and give 230,000 euros. You know, UNFPA of course always on the you know, support technically, and then provide the consultant, the cartographic consultant, you know, as well as you know, the census consultant as well, where they work with we, you know, not actually they support them, but we they get the support we need.
The midterm census been get some challenges there. We not been the raise. Now I don't do pilot census ahead of the 2026 census. What's have been the outcome of the pilot census?
Okay, so as we speak, the results of the pilot census not out yet. So it could be premature for me to begin tell you about waiting at the outcome of the pilot census.
So what will I observe during the pilot?
Okay, so we get observers we come, and I will tell you some of the things that we didn't observe, we didn't come for the pilot census. So you know, for be waiting we observe, and waiting people that we can observe. All right. Now, first of all, before I go into that, they make I just say, just as you mentioned, based on the UN principles and recommendations for the conduct of this of censuses in Africa, now we conduct the pilot census in December of 2025, because that principle the state say you for do the pilot census exactly 1 year and in the same conditions we expect for do the main census, and I make we conduct that pilot census in December, because at the same December 2026 this year we actually do the main census. Now, so where the observers then come? They observe, say, for example, where it can to inclusivity and community awareness. We don't try with level best to bring people on board. All right, for involve political parties, involve, you know, local stakeholders, because they say every place where they go, particularly now the chiefdoms, the paramount chief, they're all aware and then they in for the census. All right, now, you know, few areas and they would then feel like say, okay, when I can improve this, when I can improve this, when I can better this. For example, with you know, the tablet, then they say we've been getting a situation where you know, I think on the sun, some of the people and they see, you know, but then they are the lights of the tablet, so now be just adjustment and all of that, they will be need for be done, you know. But overall, at the end of the day, they commend we for the work where we do, and we present even that report day to the advisory committee where we go for that meeting. They will present and to them for me to understand exactly what's have been the findings from this particular pilot census, where the people and get the observers what exactly they see. But the results of that pilot census day still is being worked on. We will come out with that result there at the end of the day, or the report at the end of the day will involve you know, every other person we're supposed to know, including the political parties.
Continue for stay with me inside the program. Public Relations Officer for Statistics Salon, Samuel Ansumana. Inside the program, they talk about statistics preparation for CKD 2026 census. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue in the country from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM.
Inside the program, we want for council with other studio guests, when Leonard Balogu Kuruma, in our chairman APC 2026 Census Committee. Good morning once more. Welcome to Radio Democracy.
Good morning.
It is small. Wikaya.
Yes, about 10 years, exactly, since 2015. Welcome to the studio.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
All right, now we'll get concerned about the census, but before we can look at the concern them, according to Samuel, it seems as if everything they go on well between APC and Statistics Salon in terms of the census.
Everything not go on well between APC and Sierra Leone, and I will tell you why. First of all, like you always preface me opening statement by explaining some census terminology where we will get for refer to for let the ordinary man and woman go able to understand what we talk about. First of all, within a census. Census now for count the people, right? Count the people in some cases, count houses, count businesses, count health facilities, etc. for developmental purposes. Within a pilot census. Pilot census na a test census. Now like a dress rehearsal. For let them test the institutions, then test the facilities, then test the equipment and everything. I the pilot census. Within a cartographic mapping. Cartographic mapping is the science of maps, reading or drawing maps. So cartography is for map the entire country in what we call enumeration areas. What are enumeration areas? Enumeration areas are a geographical unit within a town or a city or a country where they delineate a geographical boundary. Say for example, from here 98.1 to Hillcourt Road, all the way to Brookfield Stadium, to prisons, all that vicinity there, that radius there, you can take them as one enumeration area. Waiting at the threshold for an enumeration area. In a rural setting, it is 300 to 450. In an urban setting, it is 450 to 600. So having said that, let me now go to the details, why all not they go well. You see, Statistics Sierra Leone, then they preach inclusivity, just like how my nephew just talked about here this morning. Then they preach them, but they know they practice inclusivity in real times. Now, cosmetic inclusivity, then they practice. Why I go say so? Because inclusivity means including us, the political parties, particularly the major political parties, the APC and the party that I like to call our neighbors, the SLPP. Then for give access to everything, including the dashboard. The dashboard very critical because now they tabulate and update all of the raw data where they come from the field. We want it to be unadulterated. We want them for let them input them just like how it come out na the field. So why this for be secret? Why they not for give we access to them? You know. So that is one major problem. The other problem is sensitization. We want for less Statistics Sierra Leone tell we people them now the slums and the hills and the valleys of this country, you know, let them tell them say tomorrow we can't on our area, we can't count down our area. Let them not just we can't enumerate down our area. Let them not just wake up in the morning, they see writings that them get or then do much where they're not able to understand, where they're not able to read, then go see the writing but they don't know what it means. So there should be more person to person contact. Let us also address the issues of the allocation of teams. You know, we take 6 teams, send and go Pujeo, we get 14 chiefdoms. Then you take other districts like Tonkolili, we get 16 chiefdoms. You go send 2 teams there or 3 teams there. That is utilizing the census for political leverage. That is, you they try for favor certain parts of the country to the disadvantage of other parts of the country where you not believe say now you political strongholds, or where you not favor politically. That is wrong, and that is happening. So these are some of the issues, and also when they talk about transparency, Mr. Ansumana just talked about the meeting we'll hold. Yes, we had the first advisory committee meeting for this year in Abukfis Hotel, where they say that they go give we a report, but they not give we a complete report. They give we percentages. What we expected was, because how do we interpret percentage? What in the interpretation? We want them to decipher the percentage into number of enumeration areas, because the enumeration area now they would take for calculate whether the assessment is authentic or not. Take for example an alarming case of Pujaun district. In 2015 census, when at the last decennial census, Pujaun had about 586 enumeration areas. Okay, if you take the threshold for the rural setting, you take the highest denominator at 450, then you take now for the first 2 months of this census, Pujaun don't get 930 enumeration areas, although they're not disclosed that to we, but we know. We get other sources for no, and we know. Say that 900, if you times 930 by 450, it give 418,000 people in 2 months. What are people ending up Pujaun district? Me work there as assistant district officer for almost 2 years. I know every corner of Pujaun. I know all the chiefdoms and all the terrain. I know the population. What them people landed, they don't exist. So we believe, say, Statistics Sierra Leone is being manipulated to use the census to favor certain demographics for political leverage.
Now, you make mention of Pujaun in terms of enumeration area. Is it that now Pujaun no more get issue with?
We get issue with the entire Southeast. The pace of the work. I don't want to sound divisive, but this is the reality on the ground. The work where they don't do na the Southeast, it passed the work where they don't do na the Northwest. In fact, he talked about the pilot census.
In terms of cartographic mapping?
In terms of enumeration, cartographic mapping, yes. Cartographic mapping. He talked about the pilot census. There are 5 regions in Sierra Leone. Then do 4 regions, they left out the Northwest. Why they left out the Northwest? We comprise of Putloko, Cambia, and Karina districts. They left them out in the cartographic mapping. These are our areas. These are traditional political areas with people in the actuary as a political party. Why they not include we? What's the explanation for leaving out an entire region in the pilot census? These are the issue. And one major issue we will get is the use of the data of the 2021 midterm census. This country not ever sabi midterm census. Now under the SLPP government, who first time for Kansabi putting a midterm census. And our development partners advised against the holding of the midterm census. They thought it was not necessary, but the government insists, then go ahead, and now that data is not being used, even though for the government it is official. But alarmingly, now this data, we tell we say Kenema get population past Freetown, now in statistics they use for this 2026 midterm census. So in terms of processes, that is a false start.
So you think, say, the statistics alone, they play with the minds of APC, or one makes politics?
They are being used by the government for political leverage, for favor the SLPP in terms of the demographics of certain parts of the country, and for reduce the reality of the population at the Northwest, the reality of the strength of the population of Freetown. I go say Kenema, a lot of people don't migrate to Freetown because of the war. Go from Godrich to Tokyo and beyond. Let you see in fact, in the next 5 or 10 years, that area they can overtake Freetown. People have migrated. How you say Kenema get population?
But somebody when they listen to you now go wonder how the statistics or cartographic mapping go they in favor of one political party or not. We know to voter registration in the do.
I tell you how. The population data, they inform the number of constituencies, they inform the demarcation of constituency boundaries, and the Electoral Commission use for the proportional representation. Now the data then they use, so it is political.
We will come back to you. Continue for the week inside the program. In name now Leonard Balungul Kuruma, in a chairman APC 2026 Census Committee. We will go for a break. When we come, we will come over to Samuel and Sumana for a answer to some of the concern them with the APC party gets.
We're trendy and youthful. We're UBA.
Inside Africa today, money they move with speed, but not only with trust. And trust the name now, Africash by UBA. Whether you're in Nigeria or Ghana, Kenya, Liberia or Salon Seth, Africash, they connect all African countries them. With Africash, you go able to send and receive money outside Salon to other African countries them. Simple one. Whether you get accounts with UBA or not, it no matter. UBA design Africash for all man, any size and anytime inside Africa. If fast, you go able to send and receive money direct na any UBA bank or any UBA branch or agent office. Yes, oh yes, Africash, they give you the power for do an easy one with no stress. Na Africash, na the bra for send money na all the African country them. Go na any UBA branch or agent location today for send and receive money one time. For more information, call we na 078-200-200 or email winner cfcsierraleone@ubagroup.com.
UBA, Africa's global bank. One brand, partnering for progress.
You dey get problem for find the right bank for keep you couple or do business? Union Trust Bank UTB na your solution. UTB they do internet banking where they make them easy for you for know wetin dey happen with your account any side you dey anytime you put or take money. We dey give you customers them loan we no go monitor them for pay at all. Oh yes, Union Trust Bank na the bank for you. Now UTB, all we customers them special and we get good workman them where they cater for all we customers them banking service. We then have plenty sign of the country. We then have Kabbalah, Gambia, Lonsal, Jala, Maboka, Bo, Kenema, Kono and Mile 91. You can get more information but we at www.utb.sl or come now we head office na number 2 House Street, Freetown. Union Trust Bank, na the true bank for you.
See our last camp and this farming business. Now in no more they make profits. It's all like na debully gets where they work for them.
But blopa you comping. But that's not fine pan business.
But that's for waiting. I don't know why we don't take pan this business. No, they get better. And we just come they shine like a woolly.
Let's go. If you do well thing, but you not feel say.
Me sister them. Not so debully I get so that the way I they manage me profit after I don't sell me farm markets. Now make una they see me at the shine by this farm business so.
Boss here, you get this fine secret you not tell we you sister them.
Now I they try for tell una so. Where I don't sell me farm thing them. I know they spend like how una they spend. Look you musu. Now new ladies bag you come out by so. You they trust for buy any new clothes we come out. All time una they spend pass how una they make them. Me now I they save. I they cut me cut according to me size. For help me pan this, now make local commercial bank with in partner them. They don't start this financial financial and digital literacy campaign for farming community dem where they help you for manage your budget, learn you how for trust, and plenty other awareness there we go make your business grow more and more. Save today for you tomorrow bambai.
This message they come out from Wokel Commercial Bank and UNCDF in partnership with Government of Sierra Leone with funding from European Union.
Me sister, better don't come for we country.
Like how?
Where we don't get the opportunity for get back money and property them, where government workman them and other people then can get bank corruption, money laundering, and plenty other yuki business. Then call this asset recovery. International law like the United Nations Convention Against Corruption, we own anti-corruption law, and the anti-money laundering law self-support them.
Who that stand there before for make this happen?
Now the Anti-Corruption Commission and the Financial Intelligence Agency, but in not up there. They can work with other agencies there like the banks, the police, the judiciary, and the international partners them.
Bobo, this not good to know. But how this go benefit we country?
Their money and assets where they take back from corrupt people them, governments can use them for bring more development, we go better the life of Salone people them. But if this for happen, therefore make sure say them fend with them for work together one with partners them na Salone and other countries them, so that we go able to recover more assets. Same way so, therefore make sure say they investigate and take stronger action against anybody where they cannot say make investments overseas with money where the person gets from corruption, no matter who that the person be. Again, therefore get proper policy we go guide them how for use their assets when they get back, so that yuki no go there at all. This message come out from Transparency International and Salone with support from the European Union Rapid Grant through Transparency International Secretariat na Berlin, Germany.
Yes, indeed. The program Good Morning Salone they continue. They come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. In case you just join with today, they look at statistics Salone. Then work how far they don't go for sake of the 2026 census, and also waiting at the concern with the opposition gets for sake of the census. We get Samuel Ansumana, the public relations officer for statistics Salone. You don't listen to the representative from the All People's Congress APC party. It make them boldly that the government they use statistics Salone for do this census for political reason, and it makes some points as them like the way they do demographics and other one there. What can I respond to that from statistics?
First and foremost, respectfully to me uncle Balogun, it's difficult for really sit in a panel with politicians, but because majority of what he say just wedged in politics, the innuendos na politics, and all of that. So are constrained for really talk from a political point of view. So what I get for try to be as technical as possible, right, in response to some of the things that we say. Now, inclusivity, they say don't forget access to the dashboard, right? The dashboard for the cartography. Okay? First things first. The dashboard for the cartography, now only few people, even within statistics, get access to it for now. The cartographic consultant, the SG, the DSG, the National Census Coordinator, the Director for Data Science.
Why the limitation?
Okay, limitation because this is a dashboard where they monitor within the happen on the field for the cartography and how the numbers and they come through. Now, it's not conclusive. It's not conclusive in the sense that a lot of things in the change. So you cannot see a figure, right? The dashboard just pull data directly as they come up from the field without the requisite layers of checks and corrections there. It just they pull them directly as they come. Now, a lot of changes in the way they happen as they go along, changes in the way they happen, lots of corrections in the way they happen on the field. And as then correction indeed they happen, the dashboard figures they either go up or they come down. The figures they change regularly. Now, assuming we give a political party, no, I'm coming.
Did part of our NC?
No. There are implications for that. Like explain.
When I mean agreement, say them for get access to the dashboard?
We don't ever get argument that anybody, the political parties, forget access. Not even political parties, anybody outside of statistics, right? But make I explain the complexity with Dande. The complexity with Dande na that. With political parties and the knack we then get for suspicions, right? You give a dashboard, okay? You even when you go to explain it and say this dashboard changes the way they happen, right? With them because we update the things as and they happen at the field. We correct some people and then they come, they don't do a certain EA, they don't do one for hotel and say when I go do one back, then go do one back. So then changes the day they reflect. Then a political party sit down, right? In this case, we'll assume say APC. Then they see a certain EA or a certain chiefdom being get 10 EAs. They all of a sudden based on the merger where they don't do or the changes where don't happen, the EA can down to like 8. Then go take and say no, una 10 we see, una don't play with the data, right? Why not be 10 and why not be 9 that I don't go down to 8? So then suspicion they come. Now I make the dashboard everywhere internationally. The dashboard for cartography, not something where they make known to political parties or any other person. You understand? Just the technical people, because you foresee how the changes they happen and foresee if it's scientific. Okay? Now that one. Dashboard for enumeration. Internationally on the main enumeration, they can make a known to people. People can see. Let us see how the work they happen at the field with the caveat say changes them bound for happen. Okay, so that in a one. So for say because we don't make the dashboard available, we're not inclusive. Then they're not right. Now sensitization. Me uncle talk about sensitization. I feel like not to just statistics for really they undertake sensitization. Census business are a national activity. We all able for really go ahead and talk to with people then, make them come out and be counted, particularly the APC where we know in 2021 been telling people and say they're not counting. So this whole issue we're going to do kind of a big pass for it. So now they emanate, right? Or you get more population than Freetown and they come out.
Is it
because
that APC people not good for letting consent?
Yes, it's been clear on record, and whether we like it or not, say a very politically polarized country. All right, people and they do everything, voting, whatever it is on party lines, tribal lines, regional lines, and all of that. So if a political party were associated with the north, right, northwest and the western region where they consider for being a stronghold, say so, right? What do you expect? A lot of people then go refuse. They make the highest number of refusals for the midterm census was in Freetown. So if you will not agree for a contour, what do they expect to get numbers? No, the whole thing but Kenema big pass Freetown big pass Kenema or vice versa. Now because people are not agree for it, then come there and we need to manufacture figures. Now waiting we can't now represent. Now hold on for me. I need to respond quickly to some of the other things. Now percentage of completion, right? They say when we invite them to the meeting, we only do percentages. It come back to the same thing. Percentage of completion for the cartographic mapping where they go on. So all right, we'll tell you okay, we don't complete 60%. We don't complete, in fact, for example, overall of the country, we don't complete 47%. Okay, now as I say, it's not conclusive because this na a situation where we go for get margin we go for take place based on contiguity of some EAs. So for example, they get an EA na New England, yeah, right? Then you want for match that EA. There's something, for example, whilst then they count this EA not reach threshold. Okay, you know the threshold of 80 to 120 households, for example, now 80 each, and you actually get for time with another EA for making each the 80 to 120 households, right? They jump New England, for example, you jump Dwazak, you go na a model. Contiguity means say the area therefore they close. So a lot of margin therefore take place. Right now, what's in the happen not conclusive, right? And we can give to political parties. We give them so number of years don't come up. Now the same thing will come to if I will get more accusations, more suspicions, and all of that. Okay, so we can only report, and by international best practices, na percentages then they report until they get to the actual report. Now
one of the key things he say he mentioned about allocation of teams then wearing on a Senna Pujong 6 team and Bombali 2, where Bombali gets more chiefdom than Pujong this.
So if you ask yourself how many chiefdoms that Bombali actually
in question now this.
Yes. So you could I say if you ask how many chiefdoms that Bombali we actually start for work with, because waiting basically the progressive cartographic mapping they bought now for ensure say or now it basically talk about a situation where they do cartographic mapping progressively, so they move from one chiefdom to the other, one chiefdom to the other, one chiefdom to the other, and we also they look at chiefdom complexity, all right, as a basis. Okay, we all know say Pujong gets areas where na ICs, Bombali no get ICs. Okay, Tonkolili no get ICs. Okay, now you people and where they go na places like Pujong, Moyamba, Bond. Now people are also be willing. You know why? A lot of people, even enumerators who they employ, when you tell them say that particular chiefdom the way to go, what are they that you get for cost and everything, then they refuse. You understand? So if you allocate more teams of willing people who are ready for go work, it not affect any, it not make any difference between Pujong getting a higher team than Bombali. You know why? Because in fact, Pujong they finish in the second phase of this cartographic mapping what they do. Bombali then don't tag them for the third phase. What do you mean that Pujong go down? Bombali still continue. We even they pull people away they work on Pujong, who cover down at Bombali, then continue till then done. What in cartographic mapping they do? We understand that. It just they count. It just they go and take note of the households, and because it's a population and housing census, take note of the households and determine just the head count. Ask. Ask then they ask. So not to count then they count. Then we also understand that they. At this stage for the cartographic mapping, we are not counting.
Samuel, when they get access to the dashboard, we are one of the concerns.
It will be for the enumeration. Then everybody they get access for the enumeration.
So I can't tell you again, Balogun, from the APC side.
Please. I want to say something. The Northwest for the political for the pilot census.
Yes.
So make I just explain this quickly before my uncle can inside. We now left Northwest out for the pilot census. When you conduct pilot census, you look at a couple of factors because that test you the test. Add to each communities or add to each areas, high C areas. We take Dema Nabon district, okay? Areas then where na peri-urban areas, right? Easily accessible and all of that. We take Mara Chiefdom na Bombali district, okay? Disputed territories because you can't forget things that you measure. We take Kisiten Chiefdom, Usai Yengade, right? Then congested places, okay, very dense population. We take Freetown is 3. Freetown is 2 rather. Between mountain from Eastern Police, go to Mountain God Magazine Courts, they go up to how they call the place, Upgun Turntable. We take them one and day. Now 4 areas. We don't even determine a pilot census or conducting a pilot census based on regions. We just take things that we can pick up when a major areas we can test. So not done by region or not done by district.
Like I'm with you guest inside from the APC party, you quick respond to waiting all statistics don't say to the allegation where the APC gets against them.
You see, I can like for refer to what in the deputy statistician Mr. Kane say at the advisory council meeting last week. Quote, Sierra Leone has a lot to lose if this census is not right. Sierra Leone has a lot to lose if this census is not right. I couldn't agree with him more. Why? Because of the bad name we will get because of the flaws of the midterm census of 2021. Okay? Statistics Sierra Leone accepts it. There were challenges. What's the challenges, Pancreo? There are problems. They're not being right. They're not being correct. So how will I use what is not correct back for do this 2026 census? We're starting on a wrong footing. We for use the last demographic census, demographic being a census that is held every 10 years. That is the one of 2015. And the legislation where the government don't draft now, the Attorney General, for take go parliament on constitutional amendments, it specifically states that for the purposes of census, now the last demographic census data now for use. And the only available demographic census data is the one for 2015. Why are we using the one for 2021? So that's a wrong premise. Then it talk about the dashboard. Okay, I agree. It is not conclusive. It is progressive. But I don't mean say because when you work in a bank, where they don't can deposit for the whole day, because they get for can deposit tomorrow, you know, go balance your books for that day. So give us access to the progressives as it is. Until we say, but you get for change, but not hide them from we. And when we go now the advisory committee meeting, why then give we percentages, but they not give we numbers? Why they not tell we the number of enumeration areas? So why they hide them from we?
How in Blant B? You don't see census then.
Yes.
How in Blant B? The dashboard now at this stage they show political parties them on in later days.
Well, I wouldn't comment on that.
Why?
I don't know if 2015, I was not involved in census in 2015, so I don't know how statistics be upgraded.
So what about 2021?
Maybe Mr. Asomana go tell you that.
Yes.
But I don't mean say we not go change, because the anxiety and interest in this census has been exacerbated, has been heightened because of the flaws of the midterm census.
Okay.
Otherwise, the APC not for form a census committee. This is not the first time a political party they form a census committee. Otherwise, the international community, our development partners, they not for send monitors for come monitor census for the first time in the history of Sierra Leone. Now, because of what happened 2021, because they're not able to use the data. If you tell them say Kenema populated past Freetown, which means you have to build more schools in Kenema, you have to build more hospitals in Kenema. You have to send more transport. It is misleading.
But according to statistics, the APC get themselves for blame for that data because now we have been selling our supporters then already.
Correct, because it was wrong. But now, with people in Africa ready for be counted, they're ready for proof, say, them pass Kenema to them. But they're not they count them. They're not He talked about sensitization. How we go sensitize with people them if we not get the timetable? Now then first forgive with the timetable before we go sensitize. We not go just tell with people na Bay, na Kube, na magazine. Oh, census don't come out 2026. They want for know the date and time when they come na the area, so then go stay home.
Alright, quickly to you, Samuel, before we take another material inside the program.
You know, politicians, it's difficult for really talk with them. I didn't tell you, it's so difficult. I'm not killing for sitting on a panel with politicians. So make us say a few things. So one thing we say that, and the question we asked that 2015, for example, if we make access to the dashboard, you know, 2015 have been paper-based census, have been PAPI, all right? So dashboard not been there. The first digital census will get Nasarana 2021, and we not even make dashboard available for cartographic mapping to anybody.
This is 2021.
All right.
Census.
So the baseline, you can forget the baseline. All right. You baseline. The baseline now the 2021 census. Okay. This is a census what we do, and a census where we present the results, and we use the baseline because you can forget the baseline.
But the results make
okay.
a question.
Now. 2015, it been get question, but it represent a more recent status of, or a more recent situation, all right, of the status quo. Okay. Now 2015, mind you, like population and housing census we do. You know the amount of houses we don't grab from 2015 to now, thousands and thousands of houses. If you go back using the 2015 data as a baseline, you cannot see those houses. You cannot. So now a population and housing census we do. If you want to go use 2015 as a baseline, you will get a lot of things then wrong. Okay. Now, one thing I also want we understand, we are only using 2021 data as a baseline. Baseline don't mean say now so it get for done, it get for end. Now like these are the starting point. Now so it been there. And go verify now for check waiting at the current status quo. Now that exactly we dey do for the cartographic mapping. We dey go check how many hosts and they will don't grab off the ground. How many people in there per one house? How many people in there now a supposed immigration area? Now that the cartographic mapping they do, and that is exactly what we are doing right now.
Asmana, we can look at issues then inside the program. Was click from Ibrahim Jakim. I say Balogun is misleading. SLPP has a census committee 2015 headed by the late Professor Lawrence Kamara. This is not the first time for a political party to have a census committee. From Ibrahim Jakim on our Facebook page. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue. We look at one part we headline stories. Then we say inside one exclusive interview with Trade Democracy, the Director General for the National Petroleum Regulatory Authority, Brahma Balwa Kurmasi, then go take action against any oil marketing company we add past mark price pan fuel after we government don't add pan the price from 27 leon 4 cents to 25 leon 5 cents. Brahma Balwa Kurma explain more to Usman Kamara inside this interview.
We see how the market responds by publishing retail prices to 28.5. We are same man at the field, so they don't go around the city. The last 12 months, we all see there have been price heterogeneity. Everybody they go buy and they sell based on your cost line. And this sector will be get 200 dealers then. Today we don't go to 540 dealers and the gas stations. They get different suppliers there. Even the importers, also they buy it different. Some are going to Spain, some are going to France. Then not only that, they also buy at different prices. And what we get at the formula itself, now the highest grade of petroleum product in the whole world, 10 ppm. If we observe for the last 12 months or 24 months, we used to get 4 players. Now we get 5, 6, up to 10 importers. We are guided by the NPRA Act 2025. At the end of every month, what we do, we set the ceiling. That ceiling is a short an indication. It just a show a signal outside the market for go. That don't mean say you are tied to it. So, and then they expect under normal circumstances for 500 dealers there, they go sell at the same price.
All right. Now, the rumor around that price of fuel don't go up. So, mommy they buy 25, and now then they buy 28. What's not the reason around that?
The official price, O2 we don't put on our website in March 2025. Now be 27.4 and 27.3, and so they get flexibility because if the pricing formula get so many space where the operators there. This is a very investor friendly government. The President Bio wants everybody wake out $1 in this country. Your $1 is protected. They want to let investors boost their investment so they will get a positive return and higher returns. Or put out to 7.4. They still get the leeway how to get additional gains within the pricing formula. So some people say, well, let me go say 25, let me go say 24, let me go 23, and that's no crime in that. So that's what they will do. The other shock all gets now is we not go to 7.4, where we sell at 23, 24. Now you go to the 8.4. That's just 1 leon difference. There you get that kind jump at the pump. So we get concerned about that. And not only that, not the one person do this or 2 person. The entire 500 dealers coming together. I think the law day against that. The part 6 section 54 of the Act. It talk about monopoly and catalyzation. So a message to me operators, to the dealers there. Now for let them be guided of this act, because by tomorrow we'll go to the terminals and check their invoices. If anybody show resistance, we will take necessary actions.
All right. Now for get things clear, DG, is it that now the ceiling price on do a shift from 27.4 to 28.5?
Yes. So what the government only do is for let we shift the ceiling price. The ceiling used to be 27.4. Now you don't shift it to 28.5. So if you talk about addition at 1.1 leons, it's no addition. So if you decide to the 2 leons or to the 3 leons, you add 1 leon and 24 leons. So you cannot be able to explain why government don't add 1 leon. They either go add 5 leons or 6 leons. So that is difficult to explain from the point of view of any reasonable person.
All right. So this shift here gets anything to do with the 2026 Finance Act?
With the relationship between the 2026 Finance Act and the pricing formula, you can dissect that by yourself, Usman. One, the Finance Act, the Ministry of Finance, I know they will give you details on the Finance Act, but the one related to the pricing formula, except I think only the excise duty. Now the only thing we affect the pricing formula. If it was that, the excise duty from 2 leons to 5 leons, we will make that movement. Now about 2.something leon difference. But why is it that we only shifted by 1.1 leon? So it doesn't have any direct impact on this shift in our ceiling. You know, any direct impact. Otherwise, if we don't go to 30 leons, if we have 5 leons, we don't add per 27.4. If it plus 5 at 32 leons for don't go. So it don't get direct relationship.
All right. So lastly, the shift get anything for do with international market?
Yes, everything we do in this place, you know, the 2 key variables that we price the formula now the international reference price, which is Platts. And the Platts now we get that from S&P Global. No country don't get control over that. They will also get a foreign exchange, that are the domestic currency of every imported country against the import currency, how the strength of each one of them. So the foreign exchange and the Platts now determine, it translates into the pump price. So we price from the last day we review, I don't tell you, we will get gasoline today $683 per metric tons. Today it did around 651 at December. Then the gas oil, diesel, now be 654. Today they around 682. Now from November, the 616 by December. So, but if you translate this, as I tell you, the government it always gets the citizen there, the consumer there, anything to do. Because I have told you the interest of the public, name we really concerned about. So sometimes even when the price supposed to go to 30 leons or to 31 leons, government find a way for cushioning them. So the message we get to consumers and to my retailers, the operators, is that let we make the consumer get value for money. If you go to a terminal, you go buy fare 22 leons, 23 leons, no one can add 4 leons per hour or 5 per hour because we get silly. That silly is an indicator for a signpost how the market for go, so that we not allow you for let extort consumers. That's what one guy there. There's a big range that. So you get a couple wait for let them maneuver themselves from 27 leons, 26 up to 25, 24, 23 leons. So that's it. And it is also a concern that all of them just came together overnight for go announce that price. That's a concern for the regulator. We will take necessary actions.
We're done at the Director General for the National Petroleum Regulatory Authority, Brema Balwa Kurma, they talked to Usman Kamara inside that interview. He say they will take action against any oil marketing company we add past mark price pan fuel. After we government don't add pan fuel price from 27 leon 4 cents to 28 leon 5 cents.
Good morning, Salon. They continue still get for do with issue. We get for do with fuel. Make we reporter Mohamed Amin Kebemi talk to the executive director for Native Consortium and Research Center, Edmond Abu. Also, I asked the National Petroleum Regulatory Agency for put fuel and pump price down back because oil price at the world market still no go up. Well, he explained more to reporter Mohamed Amin Kebemi inside this interview.
Yes, it is true. But the military don't announce a program for the recruitment of
Good morning, Salonde. Continue. They come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. We will get the insights. We go bring them back to Una inside the program. Good morning, Salon. We come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. Usman.
Well, inside the program, we take another material as we technical team they try to find that particular interview. And we look at another issue. So some driver then have it under risk concern about the price of fuel. We don't go up from 25 to 28 leons 50 cents Wednesday, January 28 this year. And people are explain more to Alfred Jana inside this interview.
Mina keke rider, you know, when you hear it today and say the fear don't go up, you understand? We not really feel good because the way how the police and the money we, you understand, fear back can go up and job they know they we boku out in a street we not two keke now we they survive. If fear just they go up, men boku passenger every time go can they're not going to even take keke again and waka they go to waka by foot. You see, so how we go to survive? And not really easy, really tough. You understand? Like could they appeal to the government for make you reduce the fuel price for we? So that like now today we notice that I be the bam na Jagaban your filling station I be 24. Other filling station then I be 25. Now with the year then say now 28. So really we not go happy because we survive or not go easy, you know.
Rider. So well even we will not glad it. Not glad at all because them for pull the price list in at number one, but then just do a normal according to how they want. And even we say right now for we get passenger, it's not easy at all with the constraint right now. And even like ways missing accidents on the passenger are not able to get. So now the situation is missing accidents. Whereas now the beer now 28 5 cents. 5 cents. Yes. Well, I will send the message for say we the bikes rider and keke and all the motorcar riders driver them, so we appeal to them so that let them go the grease for we this year imona we and we're not able to know how for do so do with the big day.
La bike fan. Ou a comme sponsor dos gars pour moi ou magura station just see on feel at 28.5 so we can go for you pass by na ba anka u about the fare. But no easy for you. No easy for you right now. But you have to right now for say back maybe they don't do say back there we think call those back not to fell on go up. You see, no easy for you to work right now. If you don't go up so right now, no easy for you.
Well, it's challenging. I dey buy 1 liter 25 million. Then the way you buy like 5 or 6 liter, but try say full money there. You know easy. Challenge you know, man life for you. Million for 1 liter. Now I tell you 25 million till so go first for until you for me you get that 25 million a problem. Sometimes 27, 28. Now so right now they sell her. Tell me go get a 25 million. Passport bring back to the only. The man where they sell me passport I get something like 10 million before I will get another 25 million for 1 liter. I must have made the ban force because I made the buy 1 liter to Jagaban when at 24. I hope you understand. Some side 25. But now at 27, 28, most of the filling station there. Imona. I would they beg Papa government some more. Who may they expect say for candle, not to go up again. And where would they don't begin say and so now you don't begin go up so. Imona, who they beg government they are making and done for we do are.
Yeah, then are some drivers them on the street of Freetown. They talk to Alfred Jana inside the interview. Well, we go Usai the Mohamed Lamin Kibe talk to Native Consortium Edmond Abu on the increase of fuel.
It is so shameful, Kibe, and the service on the part of PRA, they're supposed to give price and formula every fortnight, every 2 months. Even when I ask them, say, when I give the formula, that is very irresponsible on their part. We still again at 98.1. We talk about fear long go down. We first take come up from 30 come to 20. When I interview me, we say need any increase of information and say fear long go up, and I make mobile tariff for go up. When it come down, you don't ever talk about that. That for you say fear affects it in economics we call them composite demand, it affects every other thing in the economy. Last year, they put them down below the ceiling. Because of competition, set them up. So maybe they sell 25, so man sell up to 22, up to yesterday net at 22, so maybe they sell. 10 people are also able to sell this fuel at 21 and make profit.
So you as an expert, you see this coming, you surprised?
No, I'm not saying I'm coming. I don't want to say, what I talk say, the meeting where they go on a crime scene, will not be understand. Now the crime this. And President Bio, they lead into so many things when he said no understand. In a see-through, in this. I talk saying a TikTok meeting and a crime scene. I've been no seeing at this girl for camera.
So in relationship to the new price, how you will describe the international market and so forth?
International market, number one, me they see plat. I they see them plat from the Mediterranean plat. Not to where all man they see. Plat na the refined product at the sea. It depend condom. And one market price it depend condom. For me, from capture Venezuela, it depend condom. In fact, before that, it depend condom. They depend release some sanctions. It depend condom. Secondly, the exchange rate is relative, and these are the two forces where they drive price. So if they want to do, you don't hold on constant. They don't go up. So why pick it for condom? I can give one reason. Why? The excise duty. Excise duty na tax. These are the formula. I wish I get time. Now make I get for make notice. I really deconstruct. I get for scatter that formula for now. I don't understand. Then the whole public. I don't want for let people really understand. So that is why I'm calling everybody. For 10% the Belize government say they don't fail. Why should the regulator go after dealers say no for increased price? you government, you not sorry for people. Now dealer when they not get blood, they the only blood where they get a profit. Now you want sorry for that. If you see them they sell at 22, 24, 25, now native constructor the pressure almost not the government pressure. Yes, Balwa is correct. Why should the government ceiling be at 27 for almost 8 months and the government and the dealer the whole price was at 25? First thing first, they went and held a meeting in June. Another crime scene. They said nobody no for sale below 20. Now pressure, they go pressure. Who said they go ruler meeting? To chief minister, they said let all man sell at 27. It was another crime scene. Edmond spoke. Nobody. If our people in to say now joke and joke. So this is the problem. Now two command don't make arrangement. The arrangement not scatter. They think say when they make her at 28, the dealer they can come up like 25, 26.
So going forward, native consortium, what's our position on this one?
Well, we position everything is messy, it's preposterous, it's disappointing, and again for effect. So position that 98.1, all other media, civil society, we for continue for discuss this field business like almost every day for the next 1-2 weeks. Enough for go away. We for continue for put pressure, if possible. Like me, I need to put me staff there again on streets for go protest. Now only for mobile company, I lost more than $100,000, sell me house, losses. I need to do it again, KB. I need to go again and street for protest because when people like go party picking and they need to discuss this. Tomorrow, when Kondo begin meeting, so man can understand. Okay, this when the MP can have the area, I for hold on to account. Usa na be the one that pass the finance act, so na increase the excise duty. Now na be do am, be with APC. Let them begin all them, but they no go do am.
So you agree say this the issue around fear, more especially the recent development has to do with the finance act with the past.
Then I one driver. I can tell you that the excise duty. I tell you pricing formula, but Kebe, you don't see the loan formula. They didn't on social media. The one thing when people enable, well, not all man go see them because you don't. Me go analyze them from outside BD 15 years ago. Me na one of the proponents for that formula. Now we set the formula in the days of Pakaba from 2005, like 20 years ago. You know, so I can able to tell you the formula when it change. For instance, road maintenance fund, if they is up, if they jagger, you understand, landing cost, for instance, storage facility, they all remain constant. But the two drivers, like I tell you, when they drive that formula. We for check the price and the world market price and the exchange rate. Because if the exchange rate keep depreciating, it affects the fuel price. It go up or it can down. But now, Kebe left Edmond, go check the world market. When you check from December to January. Check from November to January. Let you see if there is any shift in price. Then you gonna say this whole thing now to commander. You know where deal broke, the one they become. So now what's gonna happen? The oil marketers they want blackmail PRA. PRA say one blackmail them, but at the end of the day, whether they get the biggest fund. Now the PRA say as a total match, they say the price now be 27. They don't give it price. So why PRA? Why you not be the issue price? It shows that there was a game going on. We to not be the understand. Therefore retract, if possible, if they can, let them pull that excise duty, let them put the PRA price to like 25, 26.
The Executive Director for Native Consortium and Research Center, Edmond Abu, say the Petroleum Directory Agency for puts the fuel price down back because oil price na the world market still no go up yet. Well, would they still use this opportunity for call on the Ministry of Transport for regulate transportation na the country, and they tell you first and that just the 1 leon we add in the fuel price, people don't add transport 10 leons, bike man them and keke man they don't add transport by 10 leons and by 5 leons, and we say Blanche pay 10 now, then they ask for 25 or 15 rather. We say Blanche pay 10 and we say Blanche pay 20, then they ask for 25 or 30 now. The Minister of Transport need for come out and regulate transport price in the country. The program Good Morning Salon they continue. We go for this break. We come we continue the program Good Morning Salon.
Price control, we want now we country salon. Things just they go from bad to worse, now because of no price control. Price control, we want now we country salon. Things just they go from bad to worse, now because of no price control. Now wait till you they say
say they enjoy the music they will get inside the program Good Morning Salon. The song titled Price Control by Jungle Leader. The program Good Morning Salon where they come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We're really bring the program to you this Thursday morning. My name is Usman Kamara.
And Musa Kamara na my name. If you just join the program today, we'll look at the census and the work of statistics for the 2026 census. We get Leonard Balogun Kurma, Chairman APC 2026 Census Committee, and also Samuel Ansumana, Director of Communication Statistics Saloon. We undergo different updates them on how far they don't go. We come to Leonard Balogun Kurma on the way forward, but quick one, earlier you say this is not the first time we a political party they set up a census committee. Somebody, Ibrahim Jakim, on our Facebook page today, in 2015 the SLPP being set up a census committee. This is not the first one.
This is news to me because nobody not be hearing about that census committee. They're not being work for do. They had no work to do because our census of 2015 was inclusive and transparent. So nobody heard about them. That's why they hear it today. We get work for do. Let's tell you why. How the government dragged Statistics Sierra Leone into using the census for political leverage. Then take section 38B of the tripartite, then tie on with the census. The tripartite now for address issues relative to the problems of the 2023 elections. Why then bring statistics inside there? 38B say, if the result of the decennial census is published at or less than 24 months before the election, then that data cannot be used for the purposes of delimiting constituency boundaries for that election. Why then go take a petited and put her inside cocoa? Statistics had nothing. It was political manipulation. Then what did they do? Then they advised the president wrongly, His Excellency, for declare the census in September of 2024. He made the proclamation. After the president not make the proclamation from that high office, then go back few months after, then postpone the census by 1 year. Not a political manipulation, that.
So in this case, una still call on una supporter they not for take part in the census.
Oh, then they take part. Then they can prove say Freetown populated past Kenema twice. They are ready to be counted, but they know they can't count them. They are waiting. They know they count Freetown. They don't do 50% of Pujao. They don't do 40% of Bombali of Kailaon, Kenema. I have all the records here. We get her, although they don't give it. We get what means for get her. They don't count Freetown.
Is it a leak document? So, is it the leak from the statistics office?
Well, I don't know. I'm not going to say.
So how will get her?
Who they get her? I said people themselves they get document. Who them in power.
So now they still get.
Who said they get documents? It's part of politics. Okay. So we get access. So now you say, now why we forget problem for country talk? New York City in the United States of America, one state is 8.4 million population. The whole of Sierra Leone is 8 million. Why we forget difficulty for count 8 million people, if not to political manipulation?
On a scared say if this continue, we lost the 2028 election.
We know they lost why the government in 20. That is why we want credible data. Whether SLPP likes it or not, we are taking governance in 2028. Now with time. Me know they say now we turn.
Is it an atutu time?
Turn, no, that ain't a turn. You know they exchange turn. But you time, when you time reach for die, you they die. Nothing, they stop that. So we now with time for come into governance in 2028 and nobody can stop that.
In all of this, what's in the way forward from
the way forward
perspective? Yes.
The way forward. Let statistics, one, let the government take hands off the work of Statistics Sierra Leone. Let them left for interfere and manipulate. Let them set aside that proviso in section 38B of the tripartite agreement. Whether the data come out 24 months or 16 months or this month or that month, it should be used. Let them not go put a catch, say, if it come out late, we're not going to use her, then go behind, then postpone the census. That is disingenuous.
So in a situation that government use the 2021 census, what's going to be the position of the APC?
Well, that's a political action. That's a level 3 or level 4. That's not for Tunis and the party. Me not they take political decisions. Me a chairman for census. And they restrict myself. But Sierra Leoneans
what
get
you
a
go
lot
advise
for
the
land.
party? What
We
you go
get a
advise the
lot for
party?
land. Let successive governments then stop from manipulate the constitution and political processes for prolong their stay in power.
Okay.
Because it not will last. Nobody is going to be in power forever. You are going to go out one day. So when you are in power, be nice to your opponents. Be nice to other people. Don't fear retribution when you come out in power. Because this is what it's all about. All this constitutional manipulation, all this census manipulation are for political leverage.
But I mean, nice to the SLPP during that time.
Of course.
So
of course. Take me as example. Minister of Transport, my door was open. I know they call names. SLPP, big SLPP man, and they were in my office in and out. I know they call name. They know themselves. My doors were open. Me not to tribalist. They are open to everybody. So let us be nice to each other, because one day now SLPP go there in power, another day now APC go there in power. It's only two parties. When you come into power, don't fall on your opponents.
All right. Over to you, Samuel, quickly before we look at messages. According to Leonard Palombuko, I say governments they use on for score political goal.
So I know they speak on the political rhetorics, where me and Cool don't embark on. As I said, I make us say it's difficult for actually sit in a panel with politicians. That is not possible. I am a director in Statistics Sierra Leone, okay? I sit now every meeting whose decisions are taken. Every meeting, okay? I sit with the SG every day. We sit, we talk, we strategize, we plan, okay? At no point in time, because no way, not the way governments they influence on, as far as me know, right? Where they're not going to provide some kind of a direction. Okay, you are going this way, you guys are going this way. From this term to this term, all of a sudden when I get a shift. That has not happened. Wait till we don't do all this while very scientific. Okay? The timings are scientific. If I also make this clear, we don't do this census alone. We do it in partnership with partners. UNFPA day, they even call the consultant there. Alright, who they work with. UNECA day, where they provide guidance and
what are the feedback when they don't give us so far?
With UNFPA?
Yes, and other partners saying.
They say the census is going well. The process is for the they commend the census and they commend the process.
Share them feedback here with the opposition.
Of course, they will present the report. You were there, Mr. Koma. All right, okay, you were there. Then they will present the report. The people in there, the
report was incomplete
on the technical.
Okay, the donor partners or the partners, development
partners. The donor partner, the UNFPA rep, to use her exact words, he said, "We not give the enumeration areas." Because we clean the data. Cleaning the data in census terminology means the data been dirty.
No,
they're cleaner.
Data cleaning.
So why they not giving?
So we are not be the way they comment statistics alone say they don't do good work.
No. Now the human self talk say they're not they give the enumeration areas because then they clean the data.
Okay, so data cleaning na a normal thing in statistics. Okay, what's in data cleaning involved now that you at the end of the day tie up the data, fix up areas and where incorrect, right? You clean the data properly, data processing and data cleaning. Now a normal part of any data collection.
We'll continue for stay with
you. So if they say they provide the data to you,
let them give you dirty data.
No, they're not going to give you dirty data because they give you dirty data. After they don't clean the data, they can't tell you now, say, okay, when the data been dirty, now be 5. Oh, don't clean it at 3. You go say no.
Okay. Now look at messages them we don't come inside the program Good Morning Saloon. This one from Lux Esba. They say in respect to the fuel issue, the Director General is tangling himself. He said he said that the ad is as a result of the exercise duty, and later he said it is because of inflation. This is inconsistent to the report last week by the Minister of Finance, which clearly denotes a fall in inflation and there is sustained exchange rate. So there is a clear mismatch. Transparency is key. This one is from Lux Esba.
This one from Abubakar Siddiq. He say politicians are always suspicious of everything. To them, everything is about their parties. winning elections, it is very difficult to get a conclusive agreement with them.
This one from David Joseph Ali on our Facebook page. They say the NPRA should be honest with Sierra Leoneans. How can the oil marketers increase price with no reference to them?
This one from Ibrahim Jakima. Say for long term, for as long as APC. Okay, this one not too clear.
This one from Ibrahim Jakime said the SLPP Census Committee was not a talk shop, but rather a workshop. It was a committee put together from the best brain of this country, who did their assignment very well. That's why we were far ahead of the APC in 2018 election.
This one from Michael Indova Morovia Jr. said the APC always cry in every activity government undertake. Throughout 2023 election, you are crying, and we are going forward 2028 election, and you are still crying with all the way how election were manipulated in your regime. The SLPP do not cry or boycott political activity.
Development and serve the public interest. Sadly, in Sierra Leone, successive governments have often shifted from this reality, using fine words to convince people while hiding the truth. The real question remains: is the census for development or for political advantage? From Ibrahim Sissena Facebook page.
This one I go take. It say from Bakar Naobafos. It say APC, if una sleep, why not against una?
The last one from me from Super Caps Foodie. He say, for the man from Statistics Salon, credible data will ensure transparency and accountability. Data can expose inefficiencies, bias, and corruption. When shared responsibility, it empowers citizens, customers, and employees to hold institutions accountable. This are from Super Caps Foodie na we Facebook page.
The last one I go take. This one say it's hard time for the NPRA to stand tall and implement some of the provisions in the act. You should monitor all fuel stations across the country. These guys are making excess money, and the burden is on the people.
Okay, Usman, before we come to figure this one from Mohammed Brahma Krom, I say, Radio D, please invite the PRA boss and the Minister of Transport. We the people have lots of questions for them. The fuel increment is so quick when prices increase, but delay or no announcement when prices decrease. With that message, as we come to Leonard Balogun Kroma for response to them, quick one inside the program.
Well, Alec Dama will talk about sharing the data. So you will talk about the demands, the solutions to these problems. Let them give us access, not to we no more. Let them give we and we neighbor them, the SLPP, access to the dashboard.
Well, SLPP
let's share the data.
SLPP not the raise concern.
How they go raise concern and they manipulate statistics, Sierra Leone? How they go raise concern?
This is a strong allegation.
They are the manipulators.
This is a very strong allegation.
Yes, look the 38B. Why then go take 38B, then tie into the census? Una they go talk about tripartite. Una bring census kind side.
But the tripartite and the APC and SLPP put them together.
Yes, but the SLPP they make the proposal for bring the census.
You mean then at the committee?
I get reports.
From the committee.
So why then for say 24 months? No limits not for day. Where census data come out for user. You don't for put limit, then you go postpone the census for political reasons. These are the problems. And the APC is not crying. We are crying for Mother Sierra Leone. We are crying for Mama Sierra Leone. We are not crying for the APC party. We are crying for the maneuvering that is being done by the constitutional amendment that has been proposed to Parliament for change the constitution for favor one political party against the other. These are the things that must stop in this country. Manipulate the census for political leverage. These are the things that must stop.
All right. Over to you, Samuel. Some messages think inside.
Okay, thank you very much. What do me want for say in all of this as I wrap up? The concerns we me uncle Balogun gets, our no say, with the conflict on in every other place in Sierra Leone. We go with the map. With a map Freeton and every other chiefdom, district, locality, ward, section na this country, okay, including Freetown. The first phase na Freetown is 3. Now we do from Upgun going to Kuntolo, then side and then our eastern part of Freetown. Okay, we dey come to the western area, right? We dey map every place that salon. Then they I go assure you. Wasn't me glad for more? Now the fact say, in all of this discussion we don't get here, Mr. Balogun say they ready for the country. So me na the happiness that they will get. Then people are ready for the content. All right. Then they give we joy. We want for count everybody. Now then they give we credibility. Where at the end of the day we will reach everybody. All this where we get to right now, right? Now because of the fact say doubts and day because 2021 they say no consent. But the good thing is this one, it don't say they're ready for the consent. And we glad for that day. All right? We go count everybody. We go map every place that this country. We go take note of every housing establishment, and at the end of the day I go show and say we will get the best population and housing census ever in the history of Sierra Leone, because technology will improve, efficiency there. Now not to that situation where you sit on your host, you're able to count people there. No, you get for go to the place and go there. If you not go there, they know. We get several layers of checks. For tell say you actually go there, you not go there. We get things that they verify and all of that. There's so much improvement, so much technology, so much data science into this. And I tell you for free, Mr. Balogun will sit down here. He will be proud as a Sierra Leonean. At the end of the day, when they bring down the census results, he will be happy for what he will see.
Plenty thank you for joining inside the program.
Thank you very much.
In name na Samuel Ansumana, and I Director of Communication Strategic and Statistics Salona Sumindea. We look at the preparation and also the concern the way the APC party gets concerning the 2026 census. And same way so we get the chairman Leonard Balongo Kuruma in the chairman APC 2026 census committee. As himself Mindea made raise the party in concern about things them wouldn't think in a correct way. They happen na statistics and plenty thank you sir for joining inside the program. We hope say you going to give you the opportunity.
Thank you. I like the assurances way and Sumana don't give way. Until say they go count Freetown ready. You know the SLPP they're not late. They say 2026 na the year of delivery, but the delivery not reach statistics Sierra Leone. So one let that delivery they reach, because they realize that late 2026 you cannot deliver if you don't start for work from 2020 or 2018. 2026 na census year, 2027 na campaign year, 2028 na election year. So that delivery don't late.
We get for find time for can look at political issues and the year of delivery. The plenty thank you for joining me inside the program, gentlemen. Now this edition of the program, Good Morning Salongo Lefi. Plenty thank you to the production team, Michael Sambola, also Mange Mansare. We produce the program with support from Adeyemi Jackson. Plenty thank you to DJ Sugarcane for technical support. Mary Kamara Bangra, we make una see we live na Facebook. So till then, Musa Kamara, they say have a wonderful day. Bye bye.
Usman Kamara, bye bye.